Well friends, this has probably got to be one of my best decor rummage outing hauls that I have ever had in my entire career of rummaging. So I'm so excited to share with you my collective haul of what I found and how I've used a few things in my home for summer decor, for practical purposes, and things I'll be using in the future. I'm gonna just touch on a couple clothing pieces I got. I know some of you enjoy seeing what I thrift for clothes. For me, I got this Lily and Lottie. I think it's a boutique in our area. It's a sweater. So after this past winter, I purged a lot of my sweaters because I've worn them for years. They were pilling, they were stained. When you have 4 little kids, they get pretty dirty easily. So this is a beautiful brown color. It's pretty lightweight. It's like past my bum area. My little boy is playing down here, little baby boy. So you'll hear extra noises. Anyways, so this is just really beautiful and perfect for casual wear, dress up wear. This other piece of sweatshirt clothing is one I found. It's a cowl neck and it's more casual. It's Kirkland brand, so probably Costco is where someone got it. And I just really liked it, the look of it. It's got a different texture and pattern. It has this like solid black line, but I don't think it'd be great for the fall, winter months, also for maybe even cooler summer months. I mean, today it's end of June when I'm filming this and it's usually like 80, it's like 60 some degrees out. So a nice sweatshirt type of day. And a lot of these items, by the way, I'll mention it was from a church rummage when I actually put on for our church. So I was really busy with putting it on, plus doing some rummaging at our church. So it's all free will donation for some of this stuff. The things that I purchased that were priced, I will mention that price. Okay, that was it for some clothing pieces. I did find a few things for my kids here and there, but also another practical piece was just a booster car seat, which you gotta have when you have growing kids. Okay, so where to start on the decor? Let's start with a couple smaller pieces first. These 2 tea kettles are just beautiful copper tea kettles. And I have a couple of copper tea kettles, copper colanders around my home. I really like the look of copper. And I think they were $5 for the pair. So just a little bit different set. I probably wouldn't use them. They would be more for decor purposes. So there's some patina on them. They are just beautiful pieces and very different looking than each other. So yeah, they're just not the best on the inside. Definitely more for just decor purposes, or I do have a shelf in an antique store where I put things that I find sometimes. So if I don't use it, this would be really cute to sell there. So these were 2 for $5. All right, these next few pieces were a major score. They're at my church rummage. They are these solid brass pieces. So I don't know if some of these are actually vintage, but they are so heavy, and I know these are so popular right now. I love my brass duck bookends that I have on my built-ins over here. This one I got from our church rummage. It's just really cute, fun. I don't know if I would use it more for Christmas time. It's kind of the deer elk look. Then score on these 2 matching birds. And again, if I don't use them here at home, I will resell them. But I just think I would probably end up using these in my home decor. So these 2 matching birds. Again, there's more patina on these birds like the tea kettles were. So these brass, this one has something loose in it. Then the last 2 I picked up were these 2 cute little owls. They almost would work as bookends too, I think. They're like hard on the bottom. They're just so heavy and so fun. These ones are a lot darker. I'm just wondering if it's because there's more patina on them, but really cute nonetheless. And they're matching, so it'd be fun to have them sit on the ends of some bookshelves. And you know, with our basement renovation coming along and doing a whole wall of built-in bookshelves, these would look so cute on there as well. Or move things around and put some of these on my bookshelf here on top of my piano, or on another shelf area I have, or back here. Just a lot of options that I have for where to put some of these items. This was a beautiful find for 50 cents. It is the Holy Bible, just a really lovely old book, and a Bible is something that I cherish anyways, and it's just really pretty. It has some of the red pages, but I would for sure put these on my bookshelf, put it on somewhere else to display. Just so beautiful. Looks like someone put like a coffee mug on the back. I just love that. Like, it has a story to it, I'm sure. Someone probably really looked through this because it's just so worn and so well loved, it looks like. And at this garage sale, there were so many Bibles. There's one in Hebrew and one that had someone's name inscripted on the front. But I thought this would just be a really fun addition to my bookshelf to have. And a Bible is something I cherish. This was $1, as you can see. So I think I would put this in my kitchen probably and have it displayed in there. It reminds me of something that Pine and Prospect Home would pick up, and I could not pass it up for $1. It is a little bit gappy there on the bottom, but still a really fun piece to find for just $1. And then this basket. I don't even mind the look of the fabric here. I often take the fabric off of baskets and it would hang on the back, so this would be good for like hooks to throw gloves in the winter, or even have it for something to haul outside with chalk in it or bubbles or something, or to hang on one of my accordion racks to put vegetables, produce in it, whatever. So this is like kind of a cottage core style looking basket, and it was $1 as well, but oh, it will get used in my home because baskets are some of my favorite things to use as home decor and practical purposes. Speaking of baskets, what a cute little basket this is with handles. It is so sturdy and it is just darling. It would be really nice for picking produce for my kids this summer. It would be great to just store toys or store, again, things that I want to haul outside and back in, or to pick fresh flowers, cut flowers. Honestly, baskets can do so many things, even just to store my cords, and you know, it's very practical. So this was $1, and I have a larger basket that I use for laundry that looks very similar to this, but good quality baskets. Do not pass those up when you're at a garage sale because they are usually pretty affordable. All right, going back to books, this is the book of games for homeschool and playground. I honestly just really liked the blue as well, but it's very practical for us because I am a homeschooling mama, and so maybe I'll find some inspiration on these. There's some songs in here that I used to teach when I was a music teacher, and so that would be really fun to pull these up and play for my kids to learn. But it kind of matches my patriotic Americana cottage decor I have for this summer, which I shared in my last video, my summer decor tour of my home. But the blue, I thought, really pulled out that American feel right now, especially because we're celebrating our 250th anniversary in America. So I did a little extra touch of America in my home. But pretty practical book, and this was at our church Rummage, so it was a free will donation that I gave. All right, again, at the church Rummage, there were just some really nice practical dishcloths, and honestly, these look so good. They're very nice and clean, and dishcloths get so raggedy and dirty so quickly, so I didn't want to pass these up. They will be used for sure. And then these lovely tea towels with embroidery on them. I just picked up a couple. They did have the whole week, so it used to be a thing, you know, to embroider the days of the week. And these ones are kind of like little Danish girls. I live in a Danish community, so I thought that would be cute. This one is Monday. I don't really hang tea towels around in my home. I use them more for drying dishes, drying hands, things like that. And this one is Tuesday. So just really cute hand embroidered tea towels. All right, this I'm not really gonna take out of the bag because it's gonna lose some needles, but it's just some more Christmas garland. I love this rustic look of a Christmas garland, and I want to add Christmas garland to our basement when that is done. Hopefully it's done by then. There's always setbacks in renovations, but I really like the look of this garland, so I picked that up at our church Rummage as well. It's this large bag full, so there's definitely a good amount of this garland. this tea kettle will most likely go in my antique booth. Not one I would use. It is a little chippy and worn. This is definitely more vintage looking. It says made in Hong Kong, but kind of a cute green, like kind of matches my stand over here, but just a fun little tea kettle that I thought would be cute to sell or put in our guest cottage. You know, if someone else likes these type of tea kettles, I enjoy gifting because I often have people wanting different things that I find, and then I can help them out by finding things for them as well. But this was really cute, and again at the church rummage. Okay, baskets. This one is not wicker, but I had a large toy set that we have that would not fit in anything that I currently had, but a box, like a cardboard box. And I wanted something more pretty to store it in, and a lady happened to bring her stuff in this, and so I thought, why not grab it up, because it was just gonna go be donated after the church rummage anyways. So this fun little gray and white large basket is very practical for toys for kids. And honestly, I actually have a toy in here right now that I forgot about. There were some RC cars, remote control cars, at the church rummage that they weren't sure if they worked, and my husband said to pick those up. So we did snag an RC car because I know my little boy, I have two little boys, they are going to love these, especially one as he gets older too. So another little kind of fun practical thing that I picked up. This is the last smaller thing I have. It says, welcome to our cottage. This was free, and we have a guest cottage that we Airbnb out, short-term rental, and I thought this would be cute to put somewhere in there or hang it on the outside, something just to have because it is our cottage that we have. This next piece is a large standing lamp, so I am not showing it to you fully here. I'll insert some footage, but it is a really fun vintage brass lamp. It works. I checked it to make sure, and I know this will be darling in a corner or in my girls' room in the basement, something of that nature. And it was really fun to find it, just that vintage brass that I really enjoy in our home and doing a collective look in our home. Then the other last big thing that I got was this storage basket that will be amazing for either in a basement by a window, for like a window seat, or for in our back porch when that gets renovated, for shoes to go in and kids to sit on there so that they have a place to sit. It was only $10 and I just found it darling. And wicker is, like I said, one of my favorite things, and especially when it's a storage bin, you can sit on it. It's large for only $10. That was a huge score, and so glad to have found that. I actually had gone to that garage sale to look for a larger piece, but I had got there 10 minutes after that garage sale opened and it had already sold. So unfortunately, when you go garage sailing, I did share a blog post about tips on garage sailing, and getting there early if you see something on a listing is key. So some people pop into garage sales early even so that they get that first item, and that is important if you're actually looking for something. But that's okay. Another one of those bigger items will probably come up at some point, but this basket was a good score nonetheless, and one that will definitely get used. All right, friends, this is another one of my favorite finds. I am kind of in the mode of looking for handmade quilts. I think I want to change out my bedding, and my girls want some handmade quilts as well. And there's just something nostalgic about a handmade quilt and all the love and care that goes into it. So this beautiful quilt was only $5 for a queen bed. Sure, there's a little bit of staining on it. Sure, it's fraying just a little bit on a few spots, but isn't it just such a beautiful piece that you know someone put a lot of love into? And I asked the person at the garage sale, and he said his wife's mom made it, and they were in their upper years, so it's probably a good 75 to 100-year-old quilt, which is just amazing that they can stand the test of time with that. And just so beautiful handiwork, something I could not do, but this quilt for $5 was like steal of a lifetime. Then one last really large piece is this chair that I got, and it is going to go in our basement by our window area that's going to be our book nook area, where that said that built-in wall of bookshelves. Our girls saw the chair. It was at a friend's Rummage actually, and it had said 35 on it, but she sold it to me for 30. So it's a little bit modern, a little bit Scandinavian look with the legs. It's not so vintagey, and it is new. She used it only for staging homes, but I thought it's lovely. It's nice to have this stuff already, and I like the feel of it, the look of it. It's comfortable. So larger piece like that, it fit in my trunk of the vehicle that I currently had with me instead of like having to get a trailer and a pickup. I think it'll just be a nice addition to our basement renovation. More things that I forgot to tack in here, because this piece is a organizer that I picked up from Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and I want to use it in our basement bathroom. So they used it as some organizer at their home, and I thought that'd be really cute in a bathroom. I think I like it this way. It's technically supposed to go this way, but I like the look of it with the scalloped edges on the bottom. So that was like a $20 find. It was $25, but I purchased it for $20, and I think that'll be so cute above the toilet in our bathroom in the basement. And then I just found this jar at our church Rummage with that flip top. Fun for just even using for flowers to gift to friends. And then this little cast iron skillet was $5. It needs a little TLC as it's pretty rusty on the back, but I would use it for like a little mini brownie or 2 eggs or something like that. So just a few things that I had found a while ago or had moved to a different area that I forgot to mention, but this is definitely something I'm really looking forward to using. This is my collective haul of the things that I found out on my current Rummage outing, and it was so fun because I do think it's probably one of my favorite hauls in many years, if not my like whole career. Like I said, my style has changed throughout the years, and so it's fun to find things that currently fit your style. And I think it's okay to have different styles, because I donated to our church Rummage, and then I went and found some things from other Rummages. It was our citywide Rummage, and we only have about 800 people in our town, and there were only 10 or so Rummages, so I was able to stop at most of them and just find some fun pieces. And garage sales, Rummage sales, those are the places to find this steal of a deal. As you could tell, the prices were pretty great on almost everything I found. So I hope you enjoyed my haul, and I'll share a few snippets of maybe where I put some of these items in my home to use for decor, and you'll just have to stay tuned to see where I use some of these bigger pieces in our basement renovation when Christmas comes around, and just to see how these little pieces get added into my farmhouse vintage cottage home. So all right friends, I will talk with you in my next video.